Okay, students. One more poem from Standard 9, chapter number 4. The name of the poem, everything is given on the slide. Have a look at it. Book Beehive, poem number 4, Lake of Innisfree. Actually, in the book it is given Lake Isle of Innisfree. Just I am writing Lake of Innisfree as a heading here for you to understand. Innisfree is a place name. Do not confuse. Innisfree is a place name. Isle is the location name. For every big places, each and every location will be given. For example, in Bhavnagar, this area is having one name, another road will have another name. Such a way, Isle is the locate name, Innisfree is comparatively a large area. So the lake Isle of Innisfree, I just gave it here, but in the poem, it will be given in detail. Okay, coming to the first stanza. I am just reading for you. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin build there, of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. Two meanings are given. Wattles, twisted sticks for making fences and walls. If you see the tribal areas, people make the wall of the small huts using clay and bamboo sticks. Such sticks, or when a bamboo is made into split into many pieces, such things are called actually wattles. Another meaning, in the bee loud glade, open space where buzzing of bees are heard. Meaning in an open space, you are only hearing the sound of the bees, the buzzing sound of the bees. That is meant by bee loud glade. Glade means open space, bee loud means the sound of the honeybee. So let us go to the stanza. He says, I will rise and go now, and go to Innisfree. I made this I in white letter to understand that I is the narrator. The man who wrote the poem, he is telling that, now I will get up and I will go to Innisfree. Very simple to understand. And small cabin built there of clay and wattles. I will go to Innisfree and make a cabin there, or make a small hut there of clay and wattles. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee. 9 bean. Why cannot be 10 beans? Why it cannot be 8 bean? It doesn't have any sense, because 9 bean he has used to get a alliteration or a kind of rhythm. See, 9 bean, 9 bean. You try to say 8 bean, 8 bean. It will not suit. Only to get a proper sound, he used 9. Here the meaning of 9 bean is some vegetables. Some 5 or 10 or 15 of vegetable plants he will grow for him to feed. So 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee. I will keep a hive for honey bee also. And what will I do? I am going to Innisfree. I will make a hut there. I will have some vegetables there. I will have a hive for honey bee, and I will live alone. And I will hear only one sound in the open space, the sound of honey bee. That means he wanted to run away from the busy town and go to Innisfree. He wanted to go to the lake Isle of Innisfree and live alone with a small hut there and having some vegetables and having a honey bee hive there, so that he can get some honey also, some vegetables, and happily live alone. It shows the poet is much frustrated, not getting the peace in the place where he lives now. That is, he is telling, I will get up and go. Let us see what the second stanza says. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the wheels of the morning to where the crickets sing. There midnight all a glimmer, and the noon a purple glow, and evenings full of the linnet wings. A beautiful stanza you can understand to express or explain an area. First line, and I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow. He say, If I go there and stay like that alone, I will have some peace. That means the present place where does he live, he doesn't have peace at all. So he wanted some peace, so he will go to Innisfree, make a cabin, grow some vegetable, have a honeybee hive and live alone. So he will get some peace. But he is giving one point, because the peace comes dropping slow. Peace in the life will not come all of a sudden. It comes drop by drop, slowly and slowly. And he is giving a comparison how the peace is coming. Dropping from the wheels of the morning to where the crickets sing. It is like the complete night you are having the peace, but the real essence of the peace you get it only in the morning. That is why people say, in the night we sleep, but we get a very deep sleep only in the early morning. Why? The peace is slowly coming and settling, and like honeydews. You know these honeydews? In the winter you can see water drops in the tip of the leaves. They are called the dewdrops. These dewdrops are slowly, one by one, it will drop. In the night you may not see much, but in the early morning you can see in the winter. And that is a time, one drop falls also we can hear. So peaceful. Similarly, the peace also comes drop by drop. Dropping from the wheels of the morning to the where. Then what is the meaning of these wheels? Wheels means curtain. The real meaning of wheels is curtain. But it is usually used for the ladies covering the face with some kind of cloth. When the elder people are coming, is a custom. Hindus as well as Muslims in different ways, they use the wheels. So, if the morning is having a wheel, if you remove that wheel, it becomes a day. And the same wheel if you put in the evening, the day changes into night. So, the changing time is saying, it is because the nature is putting a curtain. So, in the night the curtain was there. In the morning, when the wheel is removed, it becomes a day. But in the morning, before it is removed, from the wheels, drop by drop, the piece is falling on. Like the dewdrops are falling in the morning, the piece is also coming drop by drop. There, midnight's all a glimmer. Again about the Innisfree. First he told the piece will be there, the morning will be very nice. Now about the midnight. Midnight's all a glimmer. In the midnight, the sky will be very dark. A very light shadow can be seen. A very light shadow of the light can be seen in the sky, otherwise almost dark. Therefore, the stars will be glimmering very nicely. In a city, when you are living in the middle of a big city, if you look at the star, you will see the star, but the sky seems to have a lot of light. But if you go to forest areas during the picnic or something and look at the sky in the night, you will feel the stars are fresh. The reason is the sky is so clean. No light, no dust, sky is so clean, so the star seems to be sparkling better. That is what is explained by the midnight is all a glimmer. And noon a purple glow. And again in Innisfree, the noon is so different. It is not like other places. Other places noon is so white, very hot, sweating, dusty. Whereas in Innisfree, the noon is a purple glow. Of course, the sun does not give any purple color. But he feels it is not too hot, it is just bright enough. It is not too hot and dusty and everything. It is just bright and nice to watch, even in the afternoon. And evening full of linnet wing. And the evening I am having another thing. I will have linnet's wing sound. Linnet is a small bird. Lot of birds will come and their flapping sound of the wings can be heard, which I can't hear in city. So he is giving the description of Innisfree there. And to the last stanza. I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear the lake water lapping with a low sound by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core. Now I am just explaining only two words. Lapping. Lapping is the word, I didn't give the meaning because it's very easy to understand. In the lake or river, you can see the water will shake and the river water or the lake water will just come and slowly touch and go the shore. Whereas in sea, the waves will come and hit, spread, and they will again go back. So that is, we can say, the waves in the sea is hitting the, whereas waves in the river or lakes are just lapping. A simple way to understand, if somebody is slapping you with love, there are two ways of slapping. In the anger also somebody slaps you. Your mother slaps you with love, sometimes in a funny mood. Same way, the water slaps the shore in the morning. So the lapping is, the water comes, just slaps, just kisses the shore and moves very slowly. And it creates a small sound. So he says, I will rise and go now. I am remembering Innisfree, now I will rise and go, because always night and day I hear the lake water lapping with a low sound by the shore. What I am hearing is that the lake water is keep on touching on the shore, that sound only hears in my mind. Therefore, just now I will get up and go to Innisfree, where I was born and brought up for a certain time. It is not an unknown place for him. He knows this place very well, because his childhood he was there. So he says, I will go there. While I stand on the roadway, on the pavement's way, I hear it in the deep heart grove. When I am standing on the footpath, or I am standing on the foot, any other ways in the city, in my heart, in my ears, only one sound is there. The lapping sound of the waves of the Innisfree. And that too where? It is in my mind as well as in heart's core. Heart's core means in the center of the heart, and in my ears and in my brain, only one sound day and night I am hearing. My mind is fully set up with the lake isle of Innisfree. Reason, I was there in my childhood, now I am in city, I am not getting the peace. All the things which I want, I will get there when I am all alone. So I think you got the idea of this. Now, here I am just giving the literary device. With that, this video will be over. The rhyme scheme is AB, AB. First line ends with the same sound. Third line also ends with the same sound. Second and fourth ends with the same sound. You can check out. Another thing is alliteration. The repetition of consonant sound in two or more closely placed words is called alliteration. The instance of alliteration in the poem are a hive, honeybee, HH. You can see in the same line, I will have a hive for honeybee. Hive, honeybee, HH. Another one, lake, lapping, low. I sound is repeated. I hear that. You can see lake, lapping, low in the same sentence. Or the corresponding two nearby sentences, if you hear this kind of same, see the L, L, L. I said the consonant somewhere. The more closely placed consonant sound is more closely placed one after one. That is called alliteration. Some places repetition is there. Repetition. I will arise and go is repeated in the stanza 1 and 3. 2 times it is repeated, same word. So that is also a repetition. Last one, personification. Morning is personified because morning is having a curtain, a wheel. Like a lady having a wheel on the face, the morning is having a wheel. Morning is not a object or a thing or a man, but it is made into a human character. That is why it is called a personification. So, 4 literary device we are learning: rhyme scheme, alliteration, repetition, and personification. It is the same slide, I made it into another way for you to read it perfectly. The same slide I am showing, have a look at it properly. Literary device, rhyming scheme, AB, AB, alliteration in 2-3 places. That means same kind of sound is repeated, like hive and honeybee, lake, lapping, low. Repetition, same words are repeated in stanza 1 and 3. And personification, morning he is given a human character. Is it clear? Okay. With this poem is clear. and learn for the literary device than the poem. Poem is simple, but understand the literary device, that is poetic devices. That's all. Thank you.